Okie dokie boys, so today we have a new defense for you. I recently switched to the 49ers defensive playbook. Why? Because it has two really good defense out of there I like to mix in. One has a six-man rush that is an absolute screamer. The other one has a four-man rush that's very good. Allows me to free flow, switch stick around, get some interceptions, and know I only have to cover for about 3 seconds. So first thing you want to do with your defense is you want to make some coach adjustments. You're going to turn auto flip to off, auto alignment to base, and then you want to come down to option defense, conservative, always conservative. And then you're going to go into dime 3-2, and you're going to come out and double safety go, and that's going to flip it, flip it, flip it. All right, we'll go against a bunch, some form of bunch tight end, and we'll just go against like a, let's go against a triple out. Because this is mostly what you're going to see attacking you is flood concepts. So first thing you do, you audible to edge blitz 3. So you're going to set your audibles up and you're going to go to edge blitz 3. And realistically, you could just run this defense if you want. You could run it just like this. Me, I prefer to run a cover 4 shell with 2 hard flats. So it looks something like this. And then I make my adjustments as the game goes on from there. Now, one thing I just want to let you know before we get started, my looper right now, I don't have a full team because Blitz is coming out. I'm going to be picking up a bunch of players, and Reduxes are coming out. So I sold my sub linebacker. But that guy right there is an 84 with 84 speed. He's very slow. So this Blitz gets in even faster when you have somebody in those 90s, near those 90s. So we'll just run it stock like this right now after I set up my cover 4. And you can see, pressure. I only had to cover for about 3 seconds there. Let's go to the instant replay and show you exactly what's going on. So you can see that sub linebacker there is going to loop around unblocked every single time. Now the way I set my defense up, my only objective here, so auto to edge blitz 3, set up whatever you're comfortable in. If you're fine with cover 3, then you run that. You can do that. I like cover 4. I know I cannot get bombed out of cover 4, especially like on the first play and see what they're running. Your whole objective here is just to cover this middle. And you don't have to do anything special with your user. You don't have to line up over here. You don't have to line up here. You could be anywhere on the field. Anywhere. So just run it like this again. You're just supposed to cover this middle. And there you go, a sack. It's a sack. Again, I'll go to the replay. Screaming off that edge. All you have to do is cover for about 3 seconds. Now, usually this quarterback will throw it. For some reason today, he's not. Sometimes they will hit this flood concept over here, right? So what you need to do is you'll have to switch stick. And that's what I like to do. You can switch stick over, cover that. You get a lot of interceptions. A lot of people will throw that no matter what happens. Very good defense here. And sometimes you will need to make adjustments. When you start playing people, they'll know that, especially if you're running hard flats every time, that flood concept will be open. You switch stick over to that. But sometimes you'll need to throw in like a safety on a hook curl. And if you want to get real aggressive, they start running like double drags and slants. I'll throw both of these guys, both of these safeties on hook curls, and your responsibility is this deep back, and you just have to watch. Here you really won't have to. You're just going to have to float around. And there he goes. He has to take off for a scramble. And you won't be able to scramble, especially if you have somebody that has 90 speed screaming in at him. So that's the first setup, guys. And then there's multiple blitzes out of this. DB Fire did get nerfed a little bit, it seems like. You can always switch DB Fire, but then I prefer to switch my zone drops. I like to put my hard flats, my flats on 30 yards, my hook curls on 5, and then my curl flats on about 10 to 15, somewhere in that zone. You can always run that. DB Fire is okay out of this. I always just run Edge Blitz 3. Edge Blitz 3 with the cover 4 shell, 2 hard flats, and then I'll make my adjustments as necessary. If I need to put this safety on a hook curl, or if they have like a Donald Driver going on a drag, and they're gonna have Hyatt the slot on a slant, and they're gonna attack that short middle area, I'll throw this safety on one. Or you can leave this safety deep if you're worried about the tight end going on a streak, and then you could put Deion Sanders, your slot corner, over here on a hook. You could put your other slot corner on a hook. You could leave him back deep. And a really, really good red zone defense, what I'll show you guys. A really, really good red zone defense is exactly what I just showed you. So I like to put the outside corners on soft squats, the safeties on hooks, and you can either put these guys, your slot corners, on hard flats, which I do prefer, or you could also put them on curl flats. This is an extremely good red zone defense within the about 10-yard lines. Set your hook curls to 5-yard zone drops, and you're going to get interceptions all day. Those hook curls will play those underneath routes really, really well. And there you have it. That is your setup out of $1 dime 3-2. Easy all day, every day. Now we'll go over to a 6-man screamer. 6-1. 6-1. You could also run 6-1 all game. So same thing, you can come out of auto flip off, base align on, conservative for the option defense. Now the 6-man blitz is at Sam Will Blitz 6. And we'll come out of a basic play, something like this, right? Something like this. I personally like to bring the safeties down just because if they're going to try and hit something quick, if they know you're blitzing, a lot of times they may not know you're blitzing. And we'll show you how you trick this. So something like this. And then I leave the flat open. But let's take a look at that blitz. See it screaming in there. Both of these edges get to come in free and clear. So if I cover that, you need about 2 seconds. They have 2 seconds to make that read. Again, I like to bring the safety down. You really don't have to. Cover over that center. He gets me. Quick flat. He's got to hit it so quick. Now, like I said, it does help if you hover over the center, but it's not absolutely necessary. So I'll get out here this time. And then he's got to hit that flat quick. Very, very good blitz. They have to make a quick read. If they're not prepared for that, they're going to get screamed at. One of these edges will get off free. Both of them will get off free if you're able to hover over that center. So if you're comfortable setting up a defense out of this blitz so you can just hover. So something that would look like that would be something like this, because they don't have a lot of time. They're not going to have a lot of time to set this up. Now you're probably saying, why don't you show blitz? Well, if you show blitz, which you can, that outside corner is going to go to like its man coverage. So he's going to act like he's manning that up, and then that right side of the field is pretty much open. But we'll show you what it looks like here. We'll do that. So it still has that flat open because he shifts over. That's why I like to manually bring down the safety. I was over that. Quick Sammy. No. That's why I like to manually bring down these safeties instead of like show blitz, because you don't need to show blitz. But if, like I said, if you're comfortable setting up a defense, like we'll just put these guys in hard flats and these guys in hook curls. So the hook curls will, luckily, if you don't set zone drops, they'll follow some streaks. And that's all you got. So all you got is that flat. He's got to get rid of it really quick. So that's that blitz. Don't have to do anything special. If you hover over the center, it does make the blitz better. It allows both of those edge rushers to scream. Quarterback cannot scramble out of the pocket. Has to make a quick read. Another thing you can do is you start hitting them. They'll start blocking the tight end and the running back, so they can block all 6 of those rushers. Switch it up. Go into a cover 4 out of this. He's got that short. And then again, you could even go to a cover one, and then you have a deep safety as well. And he's got the flat. So cover one, not a big fan of. But yeah, go to cover three. If you like cover three, I think cover three is one of the worst defenses in the game. But you go to a cover three and then shade underneath, so you have hard flats. Then you got more of the middle of the field covered. And realistically, he'll be blocking a tight end and a running back out of this because he's concerned about this blitz right here. He has to make a throw, otherwise he's going to take a sack. So this blitz here, send a 6-man, you hover over that center, you're going to get 2 edge screamers. And that is it, boys. Mix in some different concepts in there. You know they're starting to block a running back tight end, throw out a cover 4. Go into that dollar, 4-man rush, you're going to have a free blitzer. I really love that dollar. It allows me to free flow, switch stick around, get some interceptions. So there you have it, boys. That is the new defensive scheme out of the 49ers playbook. 2 different setups, excellent defenses, screamers out of both. Amazing, amazing. Hope you boys implement that into your game plans. Hope you go get some sacks, some interceptions, tackles for losses, get some more wins, make some more points. Happy Thanksgiving, boys. Hope you have a blessed one, and peace.